Are you tired of getting 5 out by Ben Simmons? Getting zigzag, getting slammed on where you can't even do nothing? How about Ben Simmons cooking and a 5 out and hitting a midi in your face? That's not even, what about Tony Douglas just spin dunking on people? LeBron Flocka James and a 5 out. Look at how he's what am I watching here? I don't even know. What up, everyday Pirates, man? And I am here today to help you, lead you, guide you to the promised land, especially on the defensive end, because you know that's what I specialize in defense. And so that's what we're going to do today. It's very difficult to play defense on next gen, and I know that you guys know that. Check out the loading time of the next gen console. It's fast, but defense is very difficult to play, and I'm going to do my best to explain to you how I'm able to play defense. You can take the tips I'm gonna give you, or you do your own thing, figure out yourself. It's up to you. But since you clicked on this video, you got this far, make sure you go ahead and like it while we sitting here waiting. But let me show you my favorite thing. Hit the D-pad to the left, to the right, and then hit R2 twice to go no drive help. And what that does is it just makes it so that your guys don't help when, you know how people interpret that they just run and drive and kick and pad, like they call a screen, do what they're gonna do, run like this, and the guy's helping. You know what I'm saying? Nobody want to deal with that no more. All right, hold on. Why y'all following me? Get your hands off me. What I noticed is you see right here, I'm guarding. Let me pause it real quick so you guys can see. So you see I'm on Colin's section right now with Jamal Murray. Now, there's a thing that I've learned from one of my guys, RCA. He's taught me this, but I've also kind of done it myself. Now, what you can do is you can hold X and point away from who he's guarding you. You can pretty much, you saw that right there. Let me show you this again. Now I held the X button and I pointed towards Bradley Beal, and when I did that, Jamal Murray looked at him going that direction, and Kawhi swapped and he's guarding Colin Sexton now. Now it's very convenient, defense that you have instead of, you're fighting on a mismatch. You don't know, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about. Like, it's a mismatch of a big and a little. Yeah, it's a very efficient way to play defense. So let's say we switch. I got AD guarding Colin Sexton now. So I want AD to guard Bradley Beal. So I'm gonna hold X and I'm gonna point. It's hold it and point it to Bradley Beal. You saw the switch. Now I want it to switch back, so I'm gonna hold it and point it back again. Now see how that's. I'm pretty sure you can do it on current gen, or y'all may have already known that. But that's a valuable, tool to use, especially when you're trying to play defense, wherever you're baiting or whatever. I think we pretty much got that under control. I mean, I'm gonna show you guys how to, the range on next gen is crazy. Now you can do no threes and all the other stuff, but I'd rather just go in like that. All right, it's an easier way. Okay, somebody switch me because I know this ain't the right matchup. Boom. Now we got the match we want because I'm holding X and I point in a direction. As soon as the game start, I press start, go to game plan. Now I go to defensive settings. And my team focus, now there's some things they got to help you out in case you are, interested in trying to, you don't really want to touch anything. You just want to do this on your own, right? So what I do is I have it set to automatic. And when I go to automatic, my on ball pressure is at smothered, because with that badge called blinders, which is steady shooter on current gen, blinders on next gen, it's one of the most overpowered badges in the game. So what that means is that people are going to be shooting in your face, and if it's going to be a late contest because they have very quick jump shots, you're probably not going to get a contest on it. Like, the contest system is bad anyway, but I have that. So off ball, I have it set to tight. Like, you could have it set to deny, but you're liable for backdoor cuts, and that's just kind of, it doesn't happen as much, but it's just like, it just contains him. It's just like he's not overplaying on where the AI wants to backdoor. So I have it set to tight. Now the on ball, I have my settings set to go over, and you can have it set to go over, or you can ice it. Now icing it means you're forcing the guy to go in one way. I used to guard screens like this, which I may resort back into guarding like this, because people that use screens like that dance around screens, and those stage pro-am guys, I ice them. Because it forces them one way and they can't just keep cheesing back the opposite direction. So that's what I run for that. But for a sweat, somebody that uses screen but not really going crazy, I go over. Now you can go under, like somebody like Giannis Antetokounmpo. He has a slow shot and he can't really shoot. You go under on guys that can't shoot. You go over on guys that can shoot. Now the hedge part, it pretty much depends on what you want to do. Now, if you want, I catch hedge in the center, and I catch hedge on just in general at all. And the reason why I catch hedge, because catch hedge means if the guy is coming off the pick and roll, he's standing there waiting on him to where he can pick up and switch, or he can stay there and contain him and just to his man get back. So that's why I use catch hedge. You don't have to. Now, if you want the guy to take more 2s than 3s, I would suggest, going hard hedging, and then he'll step out completely because he wants to, show for a second to his defender or his teammate can get back, and then you can guard the same guy. But you're giving up a wide open 2 at that. So I just keep mine with catch hedge. Now, there's some more settings. RCA, my guy, you should probably check him out as well. RCA the Great, he's a YouTuber. He has a lot of plays and gives us tips and stuff as well. And that's what I'm doing. The same. We're both similar, but he's more offensive minded when it comes to plays. I'm more defensive minded when it comes to this type of stuff. So I would recommend, what you're going right here, is the no drive help. Now, some people have drive help because of their bait, but me, I don't like drive help because they help from the corners. And a lot of times, what people are they're like, damn, why does my guy keep dropping from the corner? Now, this isn't 100,000% effective, but I've noticed 75% of the time it helps. People forget about this setting right here. And this is a screen help setting. Now, if you turn it on no help when the screen is happening, the guy won't help, when he's rolling to the rim. But if you have it set to automatic, he'll help, if he feels like it, which is that random ass help off the pick and roll. And that's the issue that we're having right now, is the guys are fully committing for no reason. Turn this to no help, and it's not going to stop it completely, because this game is just so broken, but it'll stop it pretty much 60 to 70% of the time, as I've noticed, if you have it set to no help. Another thing that I would say is they have extended pressure this year. It's kind of clunky compared to the other things. I wouldn't recommend it, but it's effective, but it just puts the computer behind you for blinders. So it's like your guy a good guy could crab you, and blinders is he gonna have 60 because he do that stuff. So I wouldn't recommend that. You can guard handoffs this year. Somebody that's just holding circle and doing handoffs and running around. This is you can pick however setting you want. If it's somebody like Giannis, you probably would want to go under the handoff. If it's somebody like Curry, doing a handoff to Klay Thompson, you might want to switch it. And that it can help that, but that depends on who you're playing against. A lot of people don't do that because you running around this year indicates, meaning that you're going to run into the opposing defender for a charge. Like they just be running into guys on whatever. I don't know. It's crazy. But yeah, you can guard a lot of different things. Down screen, I leave this auto. I don't touch that. I leave the flare screens. People run quick corners for a flare to the corner. You can have them go under, switch, whatever. I just leave it alone. I user that because I can pretty much see it. But this is also a key point on defense. All right, so it's the emphasis on defense is crazy. Transition defense, it helps on how you get back on defense. And so it's like when they get an off or they get a rebound and they're gone, you got 2 options. Now, if you're playing somebody that rim runs, you can wall up in the paint, like as a Giannis or a Ben Simmons. If he's doing that all the time, you can wall him up. But most people like that play my team now want to get up 3s. So you want to turn it to no 3s, which means they spread out. But now you give up layups, but it stops the 3. But you should be able to get back user with your center yourself or whoever to kind of stop the ball. I mean, that's just common basketball knowledge. So this is kind of what I have so far. I mean, you can change the matchups of who you want on certain players. I mean, if I were you, like somebody that dribbles a lot, like I had Kawhi Leonard, had the luxury enough to get him. I put Kawhi Leonard on ball and he shuts that shit down. That boy is incredible. That's what I do as well. Now, a lot of people are kind of confused on really what to do. I'm gonna show a different type of like defenses and stuff a little bit. And I would say different types. I wouldn't recommend zone because I don't run zone, but I'm gonna show you what the half court press does. Okay, and that's kind of half court press is crazy. So I hit the D-pad to left, half court press. They meet them at half court. Obviously, y'all know that's pretty much self-explanatory of what happens. When I get the jump ball or whatever I do, I just call timeout. I call timeout. Now, I don't want to, I know I'm touching base on it right now, and this is a defensive video, but I'll explain more offensively. But the reason why I do this is because this game is so broken. I'm telling you, have to input every single thing. It's annoying. So when you get the ball on offense, y'all wondering about your freelance. You can only change your offensive set on offense. You can't on defense. So when you're on defense, remember, you can't do that. So what you have to do is you have to go here for your freelance right there, man. This is one way. This is your freelance. So I run the Hawks 2018. You can run whatever you want. But this coaching, offensive coaching and defensive coaching emphasis, please pay attention to these. These will help you defensively. I'm giving you free game right now. Now, the timeouts are a minute 15 seconds, so they're a little different. But on offense, if you have bigs and you want to crash the glass, you can do that. I don't. I limit transition. I have my guys get back. Soon as the shot go up, they run it back because I know people get 2 passes and they dunk it. The tempo, I push the pace because I play fast. My primary focus, you can have it to play through a certain player. Like, let's say I want to play through Giannis Antetokounmpo. You can have your offensive focus point on that. On defense, team adjustments, I go no drive help because I don't want that random ass help. In the rebounds, I crash the glass, and I also protect the perimeter because that is what people seem to feed off of for no reason, right? No reason. So you saw that I went and I played through Giannis Antetokounmpo. No, he's the first person right here to get the ball because I picked play through Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's just a little tip that we do have there, but obviously he's overpowered. But now I hit the D-pad to the left and I half court press. See how they're waiting for the trail cheese, for somebody doing weird shit. Then they pick them up right there, and that stops a lot of things. Now, what people have done that kind of cheese a little bit is when you half court press, the computer is so stupid, they'll run up behind the dude and he'll get a full head of steam to the basket, and then it ended up being I get crabbed. But see how Luka's waiting him at half, and I'm helping somebody else now. If you see that little trail shit he tried to do, he couldn't do it no more. Why? Because of that half court press. The half court press is effective for all that, the quick passes are going. And look where they're meeting them. Look where we meet them at. You see how I'm off balling? You have to off ball. You have to look at that. He thought he had a something wide open. He didn't. You have to off ball this year. You cannot play on ball if you wanted to. I mean, you can, but I personally wouldn't play on ball defense unless you have to. Certain times. You see how Luka's meeting him at half? Boom, ready. Meet him at half. Look, back court about you seeing this at it works. So yeah, this is just like, and I see that. See the next gen range. It's different, bro. I'm telling you, it's just mad different. The gameplay is hard to just kind of. You just got to be patient with it. Now, this new stuff that they're doing, I don't know what's happening lately, man. This game is just. It's so, I don't know how to really describe it. It's so backwards, man. It's not really something that I can really say I feel comfortable. I don't feel comfortable playing. Sometimes I'm just, especially on defense, I feel lost. I mean, I'm trying to find some defensive clips that I can have and show you some things I was doing. Like right here, I was full court pressing, and wow, didn't know that wow, didn't know that was happening. But it's just. The defense in this game is tough. Now, Bank Up Jay is a very skilled offensive player that came over from current gen, and this is the current gen, next gen. There's a difference in between. It's just hard. Like here, I'm 5 out in right now, right? And it's tough. Now, what I was telling you about how you can hold on to X and point to where you want to go, you can switch players. That's what he does to me. He was doing the exact same thing as that's what I was describing. But the full court press this year, you just you vulnerable for people running around you, getting a boost and blinders in effect. I wouldn't recommend full court pressing as much, more so half court press, unless you know what you're doing, you understand the game. I mean, because that happens a lot. It's a lot of transition play that happens a lot of time, and I must tell you guys, like, that's very, I don't know, it's just very different, bro. It's different. So just be careful when you're full court pressing. It's not like current gen. Nothing is even close to being the same. Everything that you see on this game will be different. Now, I will be dropping a tutorial on how to score on offense and just show you guys different moves that you can work on, and give you the full repertoire of what is needed to, you know, be successful, especially when you're playing this game, bro. This game is just, it's frustrating. It makes you feel like you're trash. You know what I mean? Like, it makes you just look so bad. But stuff like that is, you saw how I cooked up with Terry out. That will be in the next clip and I'll show you. But now you see, like right now I'm running a 5-out with Ben Simmons. He has 80 on him, and it's just tough. This whole 5 like that, it's just tough, especially when he's shooting the shot. Now, if you can green, it'll alleviate a lot of your issues. So my main focus would be learning how to green. Learn how to green, learn how to shoot. And that would take care of your defensive problems, because you'll be willing to do other things on defense. If you can't score, it doesn't matter about your defense, because it doesn't matter. As I shoot it straight on, that's been happening a lot lately. But I just wanted you to be able to understand that this game is bad, and there's guys like Bank Up Jay I'm playing. I'm not showing it to him to just show that I'm better than him. He's a fucking great player, okay? That's the thing. The thing is that there are great players out here that are struggling right now because the gameplay is so different. It's so bad. So don't be so hard on yourself when you're doing things, bro. Just stay with it. Just trust it, and just keep playing. It's just a new game. Y'all probably your second, maybe third day over here. And if some of you at max, maybe they're coming from current, maybe it's been close to 3 or 4, maybe 4. Okay, so be patient. It'll happen, bro. You need any not saying you need. If you need some more help, more explanation, please comment below. I will go into detail of what you should do in the situation. I'm gonna drop an advanced tutorial on defense to show you guys how to play more defense. And this is some things that I feel like that helped me out so far. You gotta drop your pride. On ball defense is not it, bro. Drop it, please. 100% drop it. On ball defense is not it. Off ball is pretty much the way, like, you know what I'm saying? It's just pretty much what you're gonna have to do on next gen, because the AI is they're so dumb. They're so dumb, y'all. Like, I mean that the AI is the most dumbest thing that's ever happened ever in any bit of 2K. I mean, 18 was bad, but this is pretty bad. You can pretty much score at will. So I'm gonna drop a video and show you guys how to score. But this is just it for today, y'all. I appreciate you coming out. Let's get this vid, man. 40 likes, man. Let's get a vid, and you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna see you guys later. So yeah, I'm gonna edit another